Hello everyone and welcome to or welcome back to Tindlos Gaming, and this is episode 3 of my Sinister Motives campaign playthrough for Marvel Champions. As you can see, we are playing, or I am playing with Vision and Scarlet Witch through this campaign. I have to say, really enjoying it so far. So without further ado, other than to say if you're enjoying this series, if you could like and subscribe to the channel, and if you could comment on any mistakes that I've made in any of these games, that would be really appreciated. Because I do make mistakes. I'm playing on my own, double-handed, and I'm going to miss stuff. So apologies if I do. It's not intentional, but you know, lots going on usually in these card games. But anyway, without enough of me prevaricating, let's get across to the campaign. So on the reputation track, which is what this campaign uses, I've currently got 6 XP, which means we've got some shield tech in play and we get an additional mulligan if we want. And also we have got to shuffle in some Osborn tech, which we've done, and also add an additional 2 threat onto the scheme, which I've also done. We're 4 away from the next sort of tick, which would be that we could choose any aspect card in our collection. So that's at number 10. So really would be nice, if possible, to get 4 XP from this scenario. But it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult. I'm not a Marvel Champions expert player, as I've said, but it really would be nice to get 4 XP from this scenario. So, who are we playing? We're playing against Vision. No, we're not. I'm playing Vision. We're actually playing against one of my favourite Marvel characters, Mysterio. I'm just going to read back from the sort of Venom scenario, and there's a link in the description below if you want to go and watch that scenario. But it says, the little cartoon says, "What's your deal, Eddie? You with Osborn too?" Osborn? No, we hate Osborn for what he did to us. We thought he sent you. You thought we were Osborn? You might be dumber than Sandman. Venom? What did Osborn do to you? He ambushed us, captured us, and used some device to turn pieces of us into his own symbiotic suit. Oh man, Osborn's already bad enough. He doesn't need symbiote crazy thrown in there too. No offence. Venom, help us find Osborn. As much as we don't like each other, I'm sure we can agree that Osborn is much worse. Fine, Venom says. But we can't promise that we won't crush you as soon as we finish with Osborn. Great, we can promise the same. So we are setting up the scenario 3 for Mysterio. We're playing on standard, which means we're doing stages 1 and 2. We've got our Maze of Mirrors and Edge of Reality scheme decks, which I'll come to in a second. And in the encounter deck, we've got obviously Mysterios, we've got Personal Nightmare set, Whispers of Paranoia, and Standard Encounters, which are in here, and I'll shuffle those up in a minute. Campaign instructions. It says, set up, put the Venom ally card into play under the first player's control. So, what's Venom doing? Well, Venom's a bit of a beast, actually, obviously. He comes into play already in there. He's got 2 thwart, 3 attack with 1 consequential damage each, 6 health. He's a symbiote. A response. After you reveal an encounter card, deal 1 damage to Venom and then deal damage to the enemy equal to the number of boost icons in that card's boost area. So he's quite tasty, but he does give us an additional encounter card, which is a bit frustrating. So I think trying to get rid of him as soon as possible may be the play, but we'll see how it plans out. That's Venom. So we've done that. Put Public Outcry into play with 4 notoriety counters. One of my favourite cards in the whole game. Gives us an additional acceleration token, and we kill minions and side schemes. That's been in play all the way through the campaign. Smear campaign is in there, and Stitches get snitches attachment, that's in there. I've chosen the community service one from these random ones in here. I don't know which one it is. And then it says follow all setup instructions on the reputation track, which is what I've done. Right, so Mysterio. Let's have a look at Mysterio. He's a 2 scheme, 1 attack. He's got Seeds of Fear, which is a forced response. After you resolve a boost card during Mysterio's activation, place that card in your discard pile if it has the illusion trait. So this is the sort of first character I'm aware of that starts to muck with our own decks, and he's got 15 health points per player, which is 30 in total. We'll have a look at stage 2 if and when we get there. Hopefully we will. Maze of Mirrors. It says, obviously it's got the contents of what we need to be putting in the encounter deck, and it says set up, put a shifting apparition minion into play engaged with each player. Again, I've done that. And we've got the shifting apparition, 1 scheme, 1 attack. He's an illusion, 1 health, guard. And when he's defeated, if we defeat him with excess damage, then he gets put into the defeating player shuffles the top card of the encounter deck into their deck. So not him, but an encounter card. And I think, oh, we're going to flip it over. So this is 8 threat per player, so 16 in total. It says, each turn of a corner reveals countless copies of yourself. Shattered panes rebound seamlessly to the whole and every attempt to circumnavigate the labyrinth forces you deeper within. Defeating Mysterio may be the only means of escape. Forced interrupt. When you would draw or discard an encounter card from your deck, deal it to yourself as 1 face down encounter card and then draw 1 card. So it comes in with 2 threat per player, so 4, but we've had to do +2 because of the reputation track, so we're at 6 already. And it gets 1 per player as we go through it. So that's Maze of Mirrors. I think all it leaves me to do is on screen give our encounter cards a good old shuffle. They have been shuffled off screen, but as per standard Tindalos rules, we do not have any shenanigans on the channel. And we also drop cards when we're shuffling, because that is the standard approach. And then we do our patented, copyrighted to Cat Weasel cut. We'll put those there. We will do the same with Vision. Actually, I'm going to put another forced response there, just to remind me we've got 2 forced responses going on, or forced interrupt. Have I got a forced interrupt? I have got a forced interrupt token. There we go. Forced interrupt and forced response. We'll put those there so we know what we're doing. I'll probably forget them. And we'll do a Cat Weasel cut. And then same for Wanda. Cat Weasel cut. And there we go. We are all good to go. Right, okay, we're going to get our 6 cards for Vision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have got a solar beam. A solar gem will be good to get out early doors. Density control, energy barrier, just passing through and a not today. Okay. I like to get Solar Gem out early. It gives me an additional wild resource. And it'd be nice to get maybe an energy barrier out, so those 2 can pay for that. Solar Beam I'm sad to lose, but I think Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that's what I'm going to do. 6 for Wanda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got a basic spell. We've got off for Justice. 2 for Justices. A Magic Shield, a Quicksilver, and a Heroic Intuition. Ooh. Right, so definitely want to play Heroic Intuition. +1 thwart. And maybe a couple of those to play for Justice. As I've said when I come to mulliganing, if I've got a couple of cards I definitely want to play, I don't really see the point in mulligan, but you know, could be wrong. It's only the way I play. Right, we'll start off with Vision. Vision is going to flip across to Vision side. We'll pay 2 to play a solar gem. And actually what we could, we're going to flip across to Dense side. To draw a card. We get a strength. Wow. That alters it. So we could keep an energy barrier. Yeah, we're going to pay 3, a strength and a density control, to play a solar beam. If Vision is in dense form mode, deals 7 damage to an enemy. So we'll take 7 off of Mysterio, taking him down to 23. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 23. That's a solar beam. Actually, or yeah, I was thinking actually could exhaust solar gem to keep density control in my hand. No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Vision has got 1 attack, so he's going to exhaust. He gets +2 attack from dense, but his shield tech gives him -1 attack, so he's got 1 attack. He'll attack the shifting apparition, killing it. Losing the guard. More importantly, taking 1 off of public outcry because we killed a minion. And I think that's it for Vision. Wanda is going to flip across to Scarlet Witch. We'll play a basic spell and a Quicksilver to play Heroic Intuition, giving us +1 thwart. Where's my +1 thwart? There it is. +1 thwart. She will then exhaust and thwart for 3 on the main scheme, taking that down to 3. And she'll then pay 2 for Justice. She unfortunately hasn't got the right resources to make it 4 threat, don't need it anyway, to remove 3 threat from the scheme. Unfortunately, there's not a lot she can do about the shifting apparition. Risk Navigator doesn't come into play because these actually start, the way I read it is these start actually in play. So that will happen when other stuff happens. Right, okay. That's it. Vision's going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to discard our energy barrier. We're going to keep that. So we're going to get a Black Widow, a Mockingbird, a phase disruption, a super dense strike, and an energy barrier. Scarlet Witch is going to draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she is going to get a basic spell, a Dazzler, a Speed, a Hex Bolt, oh, and a Chaos Magic. Very nice. Okay. We'll ready up. We'll put 3 onto the main scheme. Mysterio is going to attack Vision, who unfortunately hasn't got any defense cards, but he will defend. He will defend. He's now defense 3. And Mysterio is hitting for 1. Remembering our force response, after you resolve a boost card during Mysterio's activation, place that card in your discard pile if it has the illusion trait. This is a boost card. It is an illusion. It is hitting us for 2. We don't take any damage because we're defense 3, but because it's an illusion card, it does go into our discard pile. Lovely. Mysterio is attacking Scarlet Witch. She doesn't have anything. She's not going to defend. She'll take it. So 1, nothing. So she's down to 9. It's not an illusion card, so that goes into there. And the shifting apparition is going to hit us for 1 as well. So we're down to 8. 2. Encounter card for Vision. Encounter card for Wanda. Oh, well, yeah. We get corrupted programming for Vision. It's his obligation. Treat your mass form upgrade text box as if it were blank except for keywords. Exhaust your identity and remove corrupted programming from the game. Very frustrating. Encounter card for Wanda is Masterful Mirage. Attached to Mysterio, when you would deal any amount of damage to Mysterio, discard the top 4 cards of your deck instead and discard this card. It's not got a boost, it gets +1 scheme. Very nice. We move the first player token across. Well, I think first of all we're going to play Chaos Magic. To play Speed. Chaos Magic says play a card from your hand, ignoring its resource cost. Discard the cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to that card's printed resource cost. It's 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Shadows of the Past is gone. Thank God for that. Speed comes in with 4 health, but I'm just going to use him. I'm going to exhaust him and take a consequential damage down to 3. He's got 1 attack, so he's going to ping the attack onto the shifting apparition, which is not overkill, so that doesn't happen. So guard goes. Wanda herself is going to exhaust and thwart for 3, keeping that down to there. And then we're going to pay 2 for a hex bolt, discarding the top 3 cards of the deck, and then we do stuff equal to the boost icons. So first card is 1 boost icon, which is remove 2 threat from the scheme. Okay, slightly annoying. We will do Wanda's Chaos Control. When boost icons on an encounter card would be counted, discard the top card of the encounter deck and count the number of boost icons on that card instead. So this is still the first card from Hexbolt. That's got none on it. So we do 2 damage to an enemy. We will do that to Mysterio, which then kicks in the Masterful Mirage. When you would deal any amount of damage to Mysterio, discard the top 4 cards of your deck instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that goes. So second card from Hexbolt is 1, which is remove 1 threat from the scheme. Can't do Scarlet Witch's thing again because it's once per phase. Second card, or third card is none. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. So we will do 2 damage to Mysterio, taking him down to 21. 1, 2. Hexbolt goes. Hexbolt goes. That's it for Wanda. Vision. Frustratingly, I can't get rid of corrupted programming this turn because I've already exhausted from when I defended. I could help Wanda out by playing a Mockingbird. Then really I can't play anything else. 3 cost, 3 cost, and then 3 2 costs. So the choices are I could tap Solar Gem and use a Back Widow and a Phase Disruption to play Mockingbird. But then I've left with Super Dense Strike and Energy Barrier, both 2 costs with no resources to play it. But I think that is the play. Pay those 2. Tap the Solar Gem to play Mockingbird. After Mockingbird enters play, stun an enemy. We will stun Mysterio. We'll leave that there right in front so we can see it. Mockingbird comes in with 3 health. She might as well exhaust. She'll exhaust to ping 1 off of Mysterio down to 20. Oh, I should have taken another counter off this because I killed the other minion. So we're down to 2. And then I think we can afford for Mysterio to thwart. So Vision is obviously going to flip over to Vision's side, to Alter Ego side, and he's still exhausted. So we can't get rid of that, which is slightly frustrating. Leaves us 2 cards. A bit of a lackluster turn for Vision there. Okay, that's it. Discard cards first of all. Well, I'm going to get rid of an energy barrier. I'm going to keep a super dense strike. And then draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got our armoured vest, we've got a mass increase, we've got a solar beam, and we've got a Vision's cape. That, yeah, okay, those are the plays, I think. We'll draw 5 for Wanda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're getting a Turn the Tide, Clear the Area, Warp Reality, Scarlet Witch's Crest, and a Clear the Area. Okay, we ready up. Don't know why that was on there. Oh, there we go. We put 3 fret onto the main scheme. Mysterio goes to attack Scarlet Witch, but he's stunned, so stunned comes off, and then we get thwarting for Vision. 2, 3, so that's now at 6. That's not an illusion, so we're good. We get Wanda's encounter card, we get Vision's encounter card. Remembering we have got Warp Reality. So encounter card is Fearmonger, Surge. When revealed, discard your hand, draw up to your hand size. Don't really want to lose Scarlet Witch's Crest. So I'll pay 1 to play Clear the Area, to play Warp Reality. Cancel all of its effects. Sorry, here we go. When an encounter card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel all of its effects and discard it. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to the number of boost icons on that card, so it's 1. So that's 1's going to go, and that's going to go. Warp Reality's done. Encounter card for Vision. Deepest Fears. Peril. When resolving this card, other players cannot help you. When revealed, discard cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of cards in your hand. If at least one identity specific card was discarded this way, place 1 threat on the main scheme. If no identity specific card was discarded this way, take 1 damage. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in. So we've got to discard 5 cards from my deck. So we've got not today, not today, density control, which is identity specific, passing through, just passing through, and a defiance. So 5 cards discarded. I did have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And if we discard, if at least one identity card was discarded, place 1 threat on the scheme. So we're now at 7. 7 of 16. First player token moves across. Okay. Fairly straightforward turn. Going to exhaust. Right, first of all, I'm going to exhaust Vision in alter ego mode to get corrupted programming out of the game. Then I'm going to flip across to Vision. I'm going to pay a solar gem and a mass increase to play Vision's cape. While in dense form, you get retaliate 1, while in intangible mass form, gain stalwart. So I'm now retaliate 2. Put another one there so I can remember. And I'll then pay a super dense strike to play an armoured vest. Giving me +2 defence. So we're now defence 4 with retaliate 2. Like it. Thought 1 takes that down to 6, 2 there, that's 5. 5, so 7. Can't quite do it. I'm going to leave Mockingbird. Actually, no, she'll attack for 1. Taking Mysterio down to 19. I think that's it. I really would like to play Scarlet Witch's Crest. Yeah, I'm going to pay 2 to play Scarlet Witch's Crest. When boost icons on an encounter card are counted, I can exhaust Scarlet Witch's Crest and increase or decrease the number of boost icons on that card. Speed is going to thwart for 2, taking that down to 5. He's then going to ready, because after speed thwarts readying once per round, and then thwart for 2 more. He can only do that once per round, so he's lost 2 consequential damage for that. Scarlet Witch will then exhaust, will then thwart for 3, taking 3 off of there. I think that's it. Vision is going to keep Solar Beam and draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got an Energy Barrier, Jocasta, Preemptive Strike, and a Preemptive Strike. Five cards for Wanda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have got a Strength, a Wiccan, a Molecular Decay, a Power of Justice, and a magic shield. Okay. We ready up. We put 3 onto the main scheme. Mysterio attacks Vision. I will defend. Defense 4. We'll turn it over, see what we get. We get 1. So he's hitting me for 2. I've got a preemptive strike, but it hardly seems worth it for each boost icon. But it is an illusion. So I don't take any damage because it's 1 there plus 1. If an ally is defeated by this attack, this is the boost bit on it. If an ally is defeated by this attack, take indirect damage equal to that ally's printed cost, but there's no ally defending. But that does go into my discard pile. Wanda's being attacked by Mysterio. Mockingbird is going to chuck herself in front of that. So it's hit me for 1, 2, 3. Kills Mockingbird. Encounter card against Vision, or for Vision, an encounter card for Wanda. Vision gets tracking display. Well, that's the Osborne tech, I think, or whatever it was. Attached to the villain, can't defend against each villain's attacks. We need to get rid of that. Exhaust the character you control and discard 1 random card from your hand. Discard this card. That's got to go. Wanda gets Deja Vu. Deja Vu. When revealed, choose to either take 1 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme and then shuffle Deja Vu into any player's deck. Well, we'll put 1 threat onto the scheme and then we'll put that into Wanda's deck, I think. No, we'll put it into Vision's deck. He's got slightly more cards. And this is where it becomes a bit funny because I've got to try and shuffle now without trying to see what I'm doing. And then we'll do the Paint and Dig Cat Weasel cut. Ah! Alrighty. Alrighty. We move the first player token across. Well, first thing we're going to do is we are going to unfortunately exhaust speed and discard a random card from our hand. Molecular Decay, of course it is. To get rid of tracking display, that needs to go. Vision needs to defend. Right, so what we got left with Wanda? Well, she's going to pay 2 for a Wiccan. Wiccan comes in with 3. We'll immediately exhaust her and take 1 consequential damage. To thwart for 1. But after Wiccan thwarts, discard the top card of the encounter deck. For each boost icon discarded that way, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So we're going to get 1. Down to 18. Actually, we might as well exhaust to increase that by 1, down to 17. That's the whole reason I put Scarlet Witch's quest in there. Down to 17. We'll pay a power of justice to pay for a magic shield, which is when a friendly character would take any amount of damage, discard magic shield, prevent 3 of that damage. Scarlet Witch will exhaust and thwart for 3, taking 3 off the main phase or the main scheme. When I defended against Mysterio, I got retaliate 2, so he's down to 15. Missed that. That's why, again, one of the whole reasons I put it in there. Ooh, missing stuff, MB. Missing stuff. We like to get rid of that. Right, so what's Vision got? I think I'm going to pay 3 for a solar beam, doing 7 damage to an enemy. So he's down to 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got a preemptive strike in hand. I think that's it. Right, so here, when you would draw or discard an encounter card from your deck, deal that to yourself as a face down encounter card. So this comes into play as an encounter card. And then we draw. I'm going to keep preemptive strike and draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got an indomitable, a Vivian, a Genius, and a Defiance. Ooh, nice. Nice. We're going to draw 5 cards for Wanda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got an energy, a hex bolt, a molecular decay, and a molecular decay. Ouch. Okay. We're going to ready up. We're going to put 3 threat onto the main scheme. Mysterio is going to attack Wanda. Speed will chuck himself in front of that one. So he's hitting me for 1, 2, 3. Boost, deal 1 damage to each character you control. Okay, so Wiccan takes 1. Wanda takes 1 down to 7. That was a bit annoying. Speed goes. I'm not going to use the magic shield for that. I'll keep that in play. It is an illusion card, so that goes into our discard pile. Vision is being attacked. He will defend. Retaliate 2, taking him down to 6. 1, 2, down to 6. 1, 2. Defense 4. Hitting me for 4. There's 3 boost icons in it. But at this point, when we turn it up, I'll pay a Defiance to pay a preemptive strike. When a boost card is turned face up when the villain attacks, cancel all boost icons and then deal 1 damage to the enemy, the villain, for each boost icon cancelled this way. So we're doing 3 back to Mysterio. 1, 2, 3. Down to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, that's good. encounter card for Wanda, and a second encounter card for Vision. Wanda is getting Evil Doppelganger. This is quite a cool card. I love the art on it. 1 scheme, 1 attack. Illusion. Evil Doppelganger gets plus X scheme and plus X attack, where X is equal to the number of identity card in the engaged in player's hand. Oh God. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 health. First encounter card for Vision. We have got a Deja Vu. Place 1 threat on the scheme or take 1 damage. I'll place 1 threat onto the scheme. Deja Vu gets shuffled into any player's deck. Chuck it into Wanda's. I should have remembered that was Deja Vu, shouldn't I? Because that was the only card in my deck. Cat Weasel Cut. Oh. It's there somewhere. Second encounter card for Vision. Gang Up. Okay, the villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. Okay. So he's hitting me for 1. 1, so I take 1. Down to 10. But because he attacked me, I get retaliate 2, taking him down to 1. We pass the first player token across. I am going to exhaust Solar Gem to play Indomitable. After your hero defends, discard Indomitable, ready your hero. And then I'm going to pay 2 to play a Vivian. Let's just move these across a little bit, just trying to keep an eye on the screen there. We're getting a bit of a board going. Because Vision is in dense form, she gets +2 attack. And she will immediately use one of her 2 health down to 1 to hit Mysterio for 3, taking him down to 0. So we move across to stage 2, which I'm going to just set up, and then we'll come back in a second. Right, okay, so we've just done it. 34 health Mysterio stage 2, 2 scheme, 2 attack. When revealed in player order, shuffle the top card of the encounter deck into each player's deck. So 1 for Vision. Try not to look. Cat Weasel Cut. There we go. Same for Wanda. My God. Cat Weasel Cut. Done. And he's still got Creeping Fear. After you resolve a boost icon during Mysterio's, place that card on the bottom of your deck if it's an illusion trait. Okay. That's it for Vision. Vivian's attacked, he's exhausted, we're all good. Over to Wanda. She's got to get rid of this evil doppelganger. So I think the first thing we do is pay an energy to do a hex bolt. Remembering we've got Scarlet Witch's crest and her chaos control in play. So first card is a 1. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. What I'm going to do is I'm going to exhaust Scarlet Witch's boost, or do I? Actually no, before I do that I'm going to do Chaos Control and draw another card for this, so that's still 1. I'll exhaust Scarlet Witch's crest to make that 2, which means I draw a card. Second Hex Bolt is 3. Place a status card on any character. Scarlet Witch will get a tough. Remember that. Scarlet Witch has got tough. And third one is a 3. Place a status card on any character. I will place a tough onto Vision. The reason why I've done that is because I'm now going to pay 3 to play a Molecular Decay. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. I'm going to kill the evil doppelganger, and I've got to take 2 cards from the encounter deck, which is an additional, so that's 8 damage to the evil doppelganger, which kills it. Which removes 1 token from here. Actually, that should have gone onto the evil doppelganger. My apologies, I missed that. And after it's defeated, that comes back and I draw a card, which is Turn the Tide. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. We will then exhaust. We will scheme for, we'll thwart for 1 with Wiccan, which takes 1 off there. After Wiccan thwarts, discard the top card of the encounter deck. That's going to have to go. A few moving pieces at the minute. Catweasel cut. And I'm discarding the top card, which is 3. Dealing 3 damage to Mysterio, down to 31. 1, 2, 3, down to 31. 1, 2, 3. Wiccan goes. We put a +1 counter on here. Scarlet Witch will then thwart for 3, taking 3 off there. And she will play for 0, Turn the Tide. After your hero thwarts and removes all threat from a scheme, deal 3 damage to an enemy. Mysterio's down to 28. One, 2, 3. Not bad. Not bad. Vision is going to draw 5. 1, 2, 3. Encounter card. 4, 5. And we've got a super dense strike, a venom, a counter punch, and a hickory branch lane. Ooh, okay. Decisions. We're drawing 5 for Wanda. 1, 2, encounter card. 3, 4, 5. And Scarlet Witch gets a basic spell, spiritual meditation, a genius, a daredevil, and a power of justice. Okay, not too bad. We ready up. We're putting 4 onto the main scheme. Mysterio goes to attack Vision. Bear with me. What I was just checking there is retaliate. So it doesn't matter whether you defend or not. When you are attacked, retaliate kicks in. So he's taken 2 damage. 1, 2. I will take it because I've got the tough. I'm not going to defend, because there's no point in wasting all this stuff. I've got indomitable for later. I've already done my retaliate. So tough, he's going to hit me for 2, 3. So tough falls off. It is an illusion. So that goes on the bottom of my deck. Wanda's getting attacked. She's not going to defend. So she's being hit for 2, 2. She'll take and lose her tough. She'll keep the magic shield for later. Encounter card for Vision. Encounter card for Wanda. So we're going to get, for Vision, we're getting, oh, here we go. Rubble Rescue. Surge, Victory 1. When a character makes a basic thwart against this side scheme, they may use their attack instead of their thwart. Okay. Comes in with 10 on it. Victory 1. Surge. Smear campaign. If public outcry is in play, which it is, put 2 encounters on it. Oh, that's annoying. Always get smear campaign in stage 2. That's the way they've written the campaign. The way they've designed this encounter deck. Oh, when I broke to get Mysterio, quick cup of coffee. Cheers, everyone. Vision's second encounter card. The villain's schemes. So scheming for 2. Scheming for 2, so that takes him to 6. Let's just sort this out first of all. And it's got a boost icon on it. Choose to either spend 2 scientific resource, I can't remember them squiggly ones, or deal yourself a face down encounter card. Well, I haven't got 2 of those resources, so I'm going to have to deal myself a face down encounter card. Oh God. Shadows of the Past. Hate this card. We were doing so well. Shadows of the Past. Let's have a look at it. Reveal your set-aside Nemesis minion, which is Ultron. Toughness, 6 health, 2 scheme, 2 attack. When Ultron attacks you, if Ultron drones is in play, put the top card of your deck into play, face down, engaged with you as a drain minion. Ultron drones is an environment. Oh, let's just make sure we put a tough onto Ultron before we forget. Each face down drone minion engaged with a player has a scheme of 1, a base attack of 1 and a base hit points of 1. After a face down drone minion is defeated, place that card in its owner's discard pile. We put Ultron Unleashed into play. When revealed, search the encounter deck discard pile and set aside for Ultron. Drones put into play. Shuffle the encounter deck. Each player puts the top card of their deck into play, face down, engaged with them as a drone minion. So that's a drone minion. That is a drone minion. Oh, and these two restless and so that comes into play with an acceleration token in place, so we're now at +3, and that comes in with 3 threat on it. And these two relentless androids go into the encounter deck. What a time to pick Shadows of the Past. It was going so well. But drone minions are minions for public outcry. Oh, we didn't do our cat weasel cut. No, we've done it. What a delightful encounter phase for Vision. Right, Wanda is getting deja vu. Place 1 threat or put 1 threat. That gets shuffled into any player's deck. We'll put it into Vision's, who's got slightly more. Cat weasel cut. Second encounter card. Evil doppelganger. We've seen that. Wow. First player token moves across. Wowzers. Okay. Jeez Louise. Well, first things first for Wanda, she's going to play Spiritual Meditation. She gets to draw, play only if your identity has the Mystic trait, which obviously she has. Draw 2 cards and then discard 1 card from your hand. We'll draw. So we've got a Turn the Tide and we've got a Spiritual Meditation. We've got to get rid of a card. We'll get rid of Power of Justice. We'll then play another Spiritual Meditation. That goes to there. We draw another encounter card to there, because we've just been through our deck. Unsure whether Spiritual Meditation is sort of in the, I don't think it's in the discard pile because I'm playing it at the moment. Cat weasel cut. And then we draw 2 cards. We've got to Turn the Tide and we've got to Warp Reality. Oh, that could be quite nice. We will thwart, and the last minion to come in was Evil Doppelganger, so that's where Wrist Navigator goes. Keep forgetting that. Wander is going to exhaust and thwart for 3 to take 3 off Ultron Unleashed, which removes that and removes that. She'll then play a Turn the Tide and a Turn the Tide, both 0 cost events. After your hero thwarts and removes all threat from a scheme, which it did here, deal 3 damage to an enemy, 6 in total. So Mysterio is down to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why I was on 28 there, but there we go. I think I've got to get rid of this Evil Doppelganger. I'm going to pay 2 to play a basic spell dealing 3 damage to an enemy. So Doppelganger's down to 2. We've got a Warp Reality and a Daredevil in play. I'm going to move across to Vision. Jeez. We are going to attack the Doppelganger with Vivian, taking her down to her last health, but does 3 damage, which kills the Doppelganger. That comes into play, that goes there. I draw a card, clear the area. We take 1 off of here, so public notoriety is down to 2. What do we get? We've got to clear the area. So we've got an Ultron in play, and we've got... Yeah, okay. I think we can do that. Going to pay 2 for a super dense strike. Play only if Vision is in dense form, which he is. Attack, deal 5 damage to an enemy. This attack gains piercing, doing 5 damage to Ultron, taking him down to 1. Vision will then exhaust and attack for 1. He gets -1. He's on +2 attack here, -1, dealing 1 damage to Ultron, killing Ultron. Taking 1 off of public outcry. Super dense strike goes. We will exhaust Solar Gem to play Hickory Branch Lane. And I think that's it. Vision is going to keep his counter punch and draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have got counter punch, preemptive strike, solar beam, indomitable, counter punch. This Wanda has got to clear the area and a warp reality. I'm going to discard a Daredevil to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Molecular decay, strength. Really would have been happy with some thoughts there. We ready up. We're going to put 4 threat onto the main scheme, taking that to 11. Yes, 7. So that's 11 of 16. Mysterio is going to attack Scarlet Witch, remembering she's got her magic skill, so he's hitting us for 2, not defending. 3. Boost, give an additional boost card disactivation. Yeah, take it. 3, 4, 5. So I will remove magic shield to prevent 3 of that damage. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 in total, down to 5. 1, 2. Mysterio is going to attack Vision, who will defend. So as he's defending, or as Vision attacks, he's down to 18 for retaliate 2. 1, 2. And whatever this is, 2 plus 1. And an additional boost icon. Okay. Choose to either spend those double resources or deal yourself a face down encounter card. Again, haven't got the resources to spend, so that's coming down as a face down encounter card. So he's hitting us for 2, 3. We defended at defense 4. We take no damage. We take no damage. But I will discard Indomitable to ready Vision. Encounter card for Wanda. Encounter card for... But I do take 1 damage from each of those. 1, 1. So Vision is down to 9. Wanda is down to 4. She's now within killing distance of Mysterio, so we need to do some stuff about that in a minute. This is where it starts to ramp up. Okay, first encounter card for Wanda. Manipulated Mind. Treat attached ally as a minion with a blank text box except for traits. Attached minion scheme is equal. Treat attack. Okay. When revealed, attached to the ally you control Don't control any allies, so it gains Surge. No allies, gains Surge. Deepest Fears. Discard cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of cards in your hand. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is an identity specific cards there, so we place 1 threat onto the main scheme. Up to 12. Deepest Fears goes. Here we go again. Deja Vu. Take 1 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. We'll place 1 threat onto the main scheme. We're now up to 13. 13 of 16. Shuffle Deja Vu into any player's deck. Third encounter card, Relentless Android. When revealed, if Ultron Drones is in play, put the top 2 cards of your deck into play face down, engage the viewer's drone minions, otherwise discard 2 random cards from your hand. Lovely. 3 drones in play now. I need a swig of coffee after all that. First encounter card for Vision. Shifting Apparition. It's got a guard. Where's my guard? There's my guard. Second one. Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or a support you control. Oh, God. Solar Gem or Hickory Branch Lane. Hickory Branch Lane is discarded. First player token moves across. Vision is going to exhaust and attack for 1, killing the Shifting Apparition. That gets removed. Public Outcry goes to the victory display. We take that down to +1. We're going to pay 3 to do a Solar Beam, dealing 7 damage to an enemy. Mysterio's down to 11. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Oh. There we go. We've got a preemptive strike left in hand. We've got a drone minion there. That attached to the last minion that came out. Wanda, what you doing? We could get to the position where we're killing Mysterio soon, but what victory conditions would we get? We get one for public outcry. There's minions in play. There's side schemes in play. There's threat on the main scheme. We would get another additional one for acceleration tokens, so we'd get basically 3. I really would like 4. I really would like 4. Because that gives us our next enhancement. But I've got nothing that can kill. Actually, if I don't thwart up here, we're going to be putting +3 on it, which means that's going to flip, which I really don't want to happen. But then I don't. I've not got a lot in Wanda's hand to do anything. I could attack that to draw a card and then see what I get, but then I'm not thwarting for 3. I've got to clear the area which removes 2 threat. I could get a card that helps me with thwarting. I've got 2 molecular decays in hand, one of which is, you know, we are getting close to killing Mysterio. I'd like to get threat off here as well to get the victory. But I don't want this to thwart out. And I think we need to... Wanda's on 4 health, he's hitting for 2, so we're going to have to be over onto our recovery phase. Do you know what? I'm tempted to let Maze of Mirrors go. I'm tempted to let Maze of Mirrors go and then go to the next scheme. Mysterio is seriously within killing distance at the moment, but so is Scarlet Witch. I'm going to could start working on Rubble Rescue. Going to pay 1 to play Rubble clear the area, remove 2 threat from the scheme. I'm going to take that down to 8. This could be a misplay. This could be a misplay, but if it is, it is. It's only fun. We're going to flip Scarlet Witch, and we're going to exhaust to recover for 3, taking her back to 7. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty much all I can do. Right, going to draw cards. 4 for Vision. 1 encounter card, 2, 3 encounter card. Another encounter card because we've just gone through our deck. Look away, look away. Cat weasel cut. And one more for 4. We have got a preemptive strike, we've got an armoured vest, we've got an indomitable, we've got a defiance, we've got a strength. Wanda's going to draw 5. Right, she's going to keep those 3 and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So she's got her strength, she's got her molecular decay, she's got her molecular decay. Oh, hello. Hello. We've got 2, we've got an energy, a hex bolt, a basic spell and a strength. So, next turn, it's pretty likely that we could kill Mysterio. We ready up? We put 3 threat onto the main scheme, which takes it to 16, which is where it threats out. So we're going to go to Edge of Reality. When revealed, in player order, shuffle the 2 top cards of the encounter deck into each player's deck. Player order. So Vision is first. 2 cards there into his deck. We shuffle. We do a cat weasel cut. And then we do the same for Wanda. 2 cards from the encounter deck into her deck. And then we shuffle. Looking away, looking away. We do a cat weasel cut. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Flip it over. Edge of Reality. Forced interrupt. When you withdraw or discard an encounter card from your deck, deal it to yourself. Same thing. Comes in with 6 threat on it, and it gets +1. 18. Comes in with 6 threat on it. Okay. Mysterio is going to attack Vision. He takes 2 because of that. Down to 9. 1, 2. We will defend. Defense 3, defense 4. So he's hitting us for 2, 3. If an ally is defeated by this attack, they take direct damage. It is an illusion card as well, so it goes on the bottom of our deck. But it's only hitting us for 3 with defense 4, so we don't take anything. But we do take 1 down to 8 from the drone. 1. He's scheming with Wanda for 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 in total. Ouch. 16. So 8 plus 6 is 14. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. We get an encounter card for Vision and an encounter card for Wanda. Vision's first encounter card is discard cards equal to the number of cards in your hand. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, God. 2, 3, 4, 5. Identity specific. We place 1 threat on the main scheme. Here, shifting apparition comes into play, which means web navigator goes across to that. This one, deja vu, choose to either take 1 damage or place 1 threat. We will put 1 damage onto Vision down to 7. 7, that goes into our deck. We give it a shuffle. Next one, attached to Mysterio, gets +3 attack, homogeneous hallucination. Spend 1 resource of any type and shuffle the top 2 cards of the encounter deck into your deck, discard this card. +3 attack. And then last card, last card is Evil Doppelganger. And then we've got a guard on shifting apparition. Encounter card for Scarlet Witch. Oh, God. Just... give to the Wanda Maximoff player, you may flip to alter ego, choose exhaust Wanda Maximoff, remove sipping sanity from the game. Discard the top 5 cards of the encounter deck for each star icon in the boost area. Place 1 threat on the main scheme. I can't do that. We're now at 14 of 18. So I've got to exhaust Wanda, so she's not going to be able to flip. Oh no, she will be able to flip. And move that from the game. We move the first player token across. Right, I think I've got a choice here. I think I've got to kill Mysterio now. There's no way I'm going to get that 8th threat off that side scheme at the moment. That is at 15 of 18. Yeah, 15 of 18. I'm going to get 3 victory points. I've got 1 in the victory display, no defeated enemies, and we've got 1 less acceleration times. I was really looking for 4 because that would have got me to the next. It would have got me to the next level, which would I've been able to choose. Oh, I'll cover that off at the end. I don't think I'm going to get there. I can't get rid of all these minions. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minions in play. I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet. I'm flipping Wanda. She can flip, can't she? Yeah. Flip to Scarlet Witch's side. I'm going to pay a strength and a basic spell to play Molecular Decay, dealing 5 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to 4. And then we discard the top 2 cards in the encounter deck. For each boost icon discarded this way, deal 1 additional damage to the and 1 additional damage to enemy. So we're going to do another 3. 3. So he's down to 1. 1, 2, 3. Down to 1. 1, 2, 3. And then I will pay an energy and a hex bolt to do Molecular Decay, doing 5 damage to an enemy. 0. Down to 0. Killing him. Not too bad. Not too bad. It wasn't the 4 I was after though, unfortunately. So let's look at our conditions. Victory points in the victory display. Well, we've got 1 for public outcry. No minions in play. Well, clearly there are lots of minions in play. No side schemes in play. We've got Rubble Rescue in play. No threat on the main scheme. There's loads of threat. Fewer than 1 acceleration token per player in play, which we've got, which is that one. And then we've got no defeated identities of that one. So we've got 3. 1 away from what we need. Oh no. No, we got it. Oh, I thought it was 10. It's not. It's 9. We get it. Oh, that is brilliant. Oh, whew. Right. So the reason why I was so obsessed with trying to get to there is this one on this side is each player chooses an aspect card in their collection from any aspect and adds the maximum number of copies of that card by title to their deck for the rest of the campaign. Record the title of that card in their Aspect Advantage section of the campaign log. Cards chosen this way do not count towards minimum or maximum deck size. So each character now can choose any aspect, any card, and put whatever number of maximum you're allowed into it. So we'll have a look at that the next in the next playthrough. I'll go away and have a look at that now. But also it does kick in setup in player order. Each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion, then put that minion into play, engage with themselves. Shuffle. For each player who did not put a minion into play this way, deal that player 1 face down encounter card. So it's a bit of a opposite, but that was one I really wanted to get. So we've got it. We've got it. I thought it was just at 10, but it's not. That's brilliant. Oh, excellent. Mysterio, he feels really easy in sort of like first stage, but then then you start reaping the encounter cards in your deck, and I really like that mechanic actually. I mean, it comes back to bite you really, really quickly. I mean, when I got him to stage 2, and I was fairly well set up, I was thinking, God, this is. When I was making the coffee, I was thinking, well, this is going well. This should be all right. This should be a breeze. We're keeping on top of the threat. We're all good. And then Shadows of the Past, man. Shadows of the Past. It knows exactly when to come out. And also Smear Campaign. I hate Smear Campaign. You think you've got rid of Public Outcry, or you think you've got it down, and no. And because, these aren't particularly minion-heavy encounters. There is some in there, obviously, and obviously Shadows of the Past come out with the Ultron drones, which do count as minions. So I knew that we could do that, but haven't got a lot in these decks to sort of deal with swampy minions. Your Hawkeyes of this world is what we need. Oh, maybe Hawkeye. Oh, maybe not. Anyway, that is it for Mysterio, and I think the next one are the Sinister Six, which is again another interesting mechanic. But I hope you're enjoying this playthrough, and I hope you're enjoying this playthrough of the campaign. Really love it if you could comment. I've probably, as usual, made a whole ton of mistakes. Missed stuff, forgot to do stuff, but I'm only here for playing fun. I'm in my back cave. I'm just having fun. So if you could comment, like, subscribe, that'd be really awesome. But I will see you when Wanda and Vision come up against the Sinister Six. Take care. Ta-da for now.